Good morning, Lakers.
Today is Friday, December 18th, and this is your Laker Update.
This past Monday, November 14th, the world witnessed Google malfunction internationally. The outage impacted the entire Google site, along with YouTube, Nest, and other Google apps and extensions. As news spread, people began posting on social media about all the services they realized were connected to Google. According to TechCrunch.com, a Google spokesperson stated that they experienced an authentication system outage due to an internal storage quota issue. During the time of virtual learning, a Google outage could be the only chance the West Bloomfield students could possibly get a snow day.
Also on Monday, the Michigan Electoral College cast all 16 ballots for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, but not without added drama.
The electors have unanimously cast 16 votes for Joseph R. Biden. The electors have unanimously cast 16 votes for Kamala Harris.
The legislative offices shut down due to credible threats of violence ahead of the Electoral College vote. Fortunately, no violence happened. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris passed the 270 votes needed to win the presidential election Monday evening. Along with other industries, the film industry was not spared from COVID-19. The shutdown sent many films to streaming only, while others were postponed. The industry has returned to making movies and TV shows, but with what changes? Laker Update reporter Ryan Shippey has a scoop on how film adapted.
The film industry took one of the biggest hits when the nationwide lockdowns took place. With movie theaters shut down and the production of movies and TV shows halted, it is estimated by The Hollywood Reporter that the film industry is at a $5 billion loss this year due to COVID-19. Major movie releases like The Black Widow, The Eternals, Fast and Furious 9, and James Bond: No Time to Die have been pushed back to next year, while Warner Bros. Are taking the approach of having their movies be released theatrically and on their HBO Max streaming service. Cale Davidoff is a former WBHS graduate that after high school went on to work on big movies like Iron Man 3, The Transformers, and some of his own films. He has returned to work and is discussing what changes have been made to the film industry.
So I think for the industry this summer and into the fall, to move forward, there's a lot of rethinking of like, maybe everyone doesn't need to be on set. So that's kind of how it's been changed. And obviously everyone in the industry is adhering to the CDC guidelines. I mean, we're wearing masks all the time, wearing face shields. The biggest way, and a lot of film productions have been successful, is we've created our own bubbles on set.
Warner Bros. Is considering a pathmaker for same-day releases.
I'll tell you that sent a shockwave to people in this town. A lot of people are scared. I mean, it's kind of weird, like, to hear that maybe the way that people watch movies is changing really quickly. But I also think personally, like, I think in a lot of ways the industry is heading that way to more video on demand viewing. I think you'll always have your big movies, your Marvel, your DC, your Star Wars. Those will always be in theaters. But I think moving forward, a lot of films are going to be, day and day release.
With these things going on, it may seem impossible that things will return to normal for theaters.
COVID's not disappearing. It's going to be with us for a long time. Even when there's a vaccine, we'll see the effects of it in the way that people do or do not jump to the opportunity to go to a crowded movie theater. They might not want to. So it's scary, but the reality is that we're still making content. There's still a desire. I mean, if they're going to be in their homes more, they want to watch stuff.
I am Ryan Shippey reporting for Laker Update.
One of the weirder parts of 2020 has been the mysterious monoliths that have appeared in Utah, Michigan, Florida, California, and other places. A monolith is a single massive stone or rock, so it's not like it's easy to move quickly. Isaac Pratt is here to explain this phenomenon.
So as many of you know, there was a monolith placed in the Utah desert November 18, 2020 by an unknown party. The monolith is over 12 feet tall. Lots of people thought it was a nice attraction to go see, Recently, the monolith has been taken by an unknown party. There are many theories of where this monolith came from or how it disappeared. Where do you think the monolith came from and why was it put there?
I don't really know. A lot of people are saying like aliens or like Egyptian people or something because it was like just found, but I think it would have been found earlier, so I think it was placed there by someone like recently.
Well, I think somebody put them there as a joke because there's no way that there was multiple of these that haven't been found all these years and were just found all at once all of a sudden.
Who do you think removed the monolith and why?
I think it was removed probably by like the government because they want to figure out where it's coming from or like trace it back to something.
I think the people who put it there probably removed the monolith and they just did it as kind of a joke and to just kind of fool people. Kind of like how you always see the fake news like on the internet.
Why do you think this mysterious monolith appeared and then disappeared? To find more information, you can visit dpsnews.utah.gov.
The gaming world was taken by storm with the back-to-back release of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. There has been a nationwide shortage of these consoles. Laker Update reporter Sage Golden has more with how big box retailers are reacting to this.
The holiday season is here, and it seems like the tech industry is making big moves.
Consoles like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X are hitting the market, which may tempt you to leave your wallet empty this Christmas. Although the big innovations in tech have been made, many people may not get to experience it as soon as they hope. Luckily, one of our own managed to pre-order an Xbox Series X and let us know if it was really worth the hype.
I had my mind set on the Xbox because I already knew it was more powerful and better than the PS5. Even when I looked at the statistics and compared them to each other, I could still see that the Xbox was a lot better. PS5 has better games, but the Xbox console itself is a lot better in every single aspect except for the games.
We were able to contact a Walmart employee, hoping that they could shed some insight on the current console situation.
Well, unfortunately, due to the increased demand at this moment, we are out of stock on both the Xbox Series X and S and the PlayStation 5. We currently don't know when both consoles will be in stock again, but we do know that they should be in before Christmas. I think when it comes down to choosing which console is the right one for you is based on your personal preference.
The PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X are very hard to come by and are becoming increasingly harder to obtain post-Black Friday.
Sage Golden, reporting for Laker Update.
Dave Prowse, an English bodybuilder and actor, best known for being the physical presence of Darth Vader in the original Star Wars trilogy, recently passed away. Anthony Juba takes a closer look at his career and the loss his fans are feeling.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Anthony Juba, and in recent news, the actor and bodybuilder Dave Prowse died at age 85 due to an unknown illness. He was most famous for his role in the original Star Wars trilogy as the physical character of Darth Vader, while the lines were done by James Earl Jones. People all over the world are heartbroken because of the loss.
It's just awful. I'm so broken up by it. 2020 just needs to end. I can't take it anymore. What a great guy. The world will definitely miss him.
On December 22nd, they put up a statue of Darth Vader in Brixton, England as a tribute to Prowse. May the force be with you, Dave Prowse.
In this new environment, it is hard to communicate efficiently with our audience. As a semi-formal introduction, social media director Mariana Lopez created a welcome video to present the 2020-2021 Laker Update and Spectrum casting crew. fun videos like that, make sure to check us out on TikTok at Laker Update.
'Tis the season of baking. As the holiday season approaches, good food and treats are all around. Laker Update conducted a poll of the best holiday cookie with over 150 participants. It found that chocolate chip cookies was the crowd favorite with a 59% lead. The frosted sugar cookie came in second, with Snickerdoodle in third with 25 and 9% popularity, respectively. The poll left us blown away with the gingerbread cookie, in its prime season coming dead last with only a 6% preference. If you plan on baking some sweet treats of your own, make sure you share pictures and tag us on Instagram or Twitter.
Thank you for watching Laker Update. You can connect with us on all of our social media networks and LakerUpdate.com.
As the new year approaches, make sure to shout Jumanji at the end of 2020. It has been quite the lap around the sun, and it is safe to say we are all ready to get out of this video game. We hope you have a restful and screen-free break. Lakers, see you next year.
Mr. Barclay has taught at West Bloomfield for about 28 and a half years. His classes and teaching style were well liked, and his students are sad to see him go.
What I really like about his class is the way that Mr. Berkeley explains concepts. How he explains concepts is actually in a way where he makes the complex seem pretty simple, which is something that's pretty hard to do. Stuff that is very complex and hard to understand. Mr. Berkeley is able to explain it in such a way where most of the students, or even sometimes all the students, are able to understand it, which I think is really cool.
All right. What is your favorite part about Mr. Barclay's class?
I like how he most of the times opens up his Zoom calls with him playing the guitar, and it's usually a Beatles song. That's fun.
All right.
I also like seminar and how he approaches that and how he helps everybody. And I just think that Mr. Barclay is a cool person and very funny.
The biggest thing that will be affected next semester is definitely my grades. I think because Mr. Barclay is one of those few teachers who gives a very generous amount of extra credit. So I think with a new teacher, it's most likely that my grade will suffer as a consequence.
I will tell you, I have had a completely charmed career. This has been the most fun I've ever had. Teaching is probably one of the hardest professions out there, but I can honestly say there was not a single day that I wasn't looking forward to something in terms of teaching, in terms of working with students. It was extremely fun for me. It's still fun even this semester when I've, kind of outside influences have showed me that it's necessary for me to move on now. It's just been a total blast. I've gotten to work with the smartest kids that, the country, the world really has to offer. I've gotten that opportunity. I've gotten the opportunity to work with the Earth Club, which has just been fantastic and, allowed all of us to take some major steps to stop climate change. It's just been so much fun. I love a challenge, and teaching has definitely been that. Cool. The one thing I do want to do is give a little plug for this fundraiser by Earth Day. We're trying to raise $3,500 for this WB Boggs Collaborative Energy Grant. So the link for that, if you want to put it on the screen, is bit.ly/ and it's all lowercase, WB-Boggs-grant.